In this episode of Sailing Carolina, my son and I are going to sail from Oriental down to New Bern, spend a couple days there, and then sail back. We've got some cloudy and squally conditions, but it's better than the heat wave that's about to hit us in the 90s. It's cool, at least. The city of New Bern's found at the end of the Neuse River, just as you go under the Highway 17 bridge. The old part of the town, city, will be on your left. Here it is. That's the old part of the bridge that leads into the city. It's a drawbridge. I've put some Google stuff on here, restaurants, bars. That drawbridge then goes to a railroad swing bridge you really can't see here very well. And then that marked spot there is going to be our anchor location. We'll stay there for a couple days, use the dinghy dock at the Grand Marina. The other marina is the Gallery Marina here. I've also got a mark on. Fuel dock there. Just be aware that if you stay there and the wind has any type of easterly or southerly component, you will be getting chop coming from the river as well as boaters on the weekends. The marina's got a pretty shallow entrance from the T-dock, and you're going to be feeling it. You'll be rocking quite a bit there. I just usually go in there to get, there's also a popular restaurant there with a dock, and I go there to get ice and resupply the boat and whatnot. Get water, etc. But they also have fuel and pump out, so you might be interested in that and just getting in there and getting out with a pump out and fuel and ice and drinks. It's a slightly overcast day, mostly overcast day with fast moving squalls. We're moving at a pretty good clip, and it's thankfully pretty cool out, only in the 70s. Going kind of high. And I see the green right in front of us. You're doing good. Stay a little bit to the right of it. You'll be perfect, right?
Is it red now?
Yeah, I see it. During a lull, my son took a break and went below, and I just steered the boat. Come up here and enjoy some of this beautiful sailing weather.
That beautiful line.
Uh-oh, I feel some rain. My son got the V-berth. He's all settled in there. And I'm just sitting up in the back porch, enjoying the last few hours of sunlight. Hours, minutes. Looking out at everything. It's beautiful out here. Can't beat this life. Nope. Like I mentioned, getting to this anchorage requires going through two bridges. You need to check the bridge time for the drawbridge, and the swing bridge generally is always open. It's railroad driven. Okay, this is the anchorage on the Trent River. One thing I guess I failed to talk about was the Highway 17 bridge lower half, which is behind us, does make some road noise, so you will hear cars. It's not too bad though. Shallow water over there behind us. We have a couple neighbors, and man, it's getting hot. The wind stayed though, even though the overcast went away, which is good because we are using a new device on the boat that I have had for a while, but I haven't put up. You can see it here. It is a wind hatch sock or sail, funnel, it just brings wind down into the cabin, and man, this thing is awesome. If you don't have this for your boat, go out and get one for every hatch you have. So after a couple days in New Bern and a few days on the boat with my son, this came up. Out of Florida, a tropical storm, actually a depression turning into a tropical storm over land and coming right towards where we were. Normally, this is not a freak out situation. I just don't want to be caught off guard or directly in the path of this. So, said goodbye to my son. He went to hang out with some of his friends on summer vacation. And my plan now is to go back to Adams Creek, actually, which is a fairly sheltered small creek running down to Beaufort that I came up on, and use my old anchoring spot there to just sit the storm out for 2 or 3 days, or one day, however long it's going to take. Well, heading back on my own, my son missed out on some great sailing. The winds were really strong and picking up as the day went on. I think towards the end of the day I was getting a good solid 20 knots on the beam, from a broad reach to a beam reach. Just awesome. Great sailing. Here, watch it. I gotta get these lines like bar tight on here. There's too much play. You can see we have some short chop going on here. That's the thing about a river. You get these short period choppy white caps as it gets rougher. You never really get the long rollers. Just doesn't have enough time and space to build something like that here. We're doing pretty good speed. We're averaging 5 knots, I think. Occasionally up to 5.5, 5.6, down to 4.6. I'm liking it. Got some more sails out on the distance. Who isn't going to be out on a day like today? This wind is nice. I'm still trying to master this wind vane actually, so it's kind of a work in progress as I play with it in different conditions. I'm not great at it, let me be honest. Alright folks, in the next episode I'll be leaving the hidey hole on Adams Creek and heading up to my brand new slip to get the boat situated for just a couple of days. Then 4th of July celebrations will occur, and then off to the west to explore the western reaches of the Pamlico Sound and the Outer Banks. Please like and subscribe, there's a lot more to come. Hit that bell.